Day 3 of Storytime with Robert Williams. Today we are reading Spiderman, a friendly neighborhood spider hero. Peter Parker lived in a house in Queens, New York with his Aunt May. Aunt May raised Peter as he were her own son. She was very nurturing and made sure he had everything he needed. Before his Uncle Ben passed away, he told Peter he could become whoever he wanted to be, and always remember that with great power comes great responsibility. Peter Parker, Aunt May. Peter went to Midtown High School and was very focused on getting good grades. He studied hard and got straight A's. He loved to learn. Science was Peter's favorite subject, and he's one of the smartest students in class. He enjoyed performing science experiments and showing off his discoveries to his teachers. Peter walking into school. After school, Peter worked at the Daily Bugle as a photographer. He had a knack for taking pictures. That is when his boss wasn't yelling at him for more shots of certain red and blue spider-clad hero. J. Jonah Jameson, Peter's boss, was known for being tough as nails. He constantly wanted pictures of Spiderman, and that was a bit of a problem. Peter had a secret he couldn't tell anyone. Not his Aunt May, and certainly not Jameson. He was Spider-Man. Peter getting yelled at by him. During a school field trip to a lab, a radioactive spider bit Peter. All of a sudden, Peter found he could do extraordinary things, like shoot spider webs. At first, he had trouble aiming the webs, but he used his knowledge of science to make a special web shooter that gave him the control he needed. He kept practicing, and soon enough, he could direct webs wherever he wanted. Picture him get bitten, picture him using the webs. Knowing he had to keep his identity a secret, Peter made himself a spider suit and mask for a superhero. Now he could go into the city without anyone knowing it was him. He could stick to walls, so he could travel above the streets to stay out of sight when he needed to. Eventually, with time and practice, Peter learned how to master all of his skills. Peter, Spider-Man on the wall. Besides web shooting and wall clinging, he also had super strength. This strength, combined with Pete's courage and other powers, gave him the ability to help those in trouble. He made it his mission to protect the people in his neighborhood. That's how he earned the nickname, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Peter also had the power of spider sense. A strong tingling sensation would alert him to bad guys and danger. Peter was standing on the roof, getting spider tingling. There was one supervillain who was Spider-Man's greatest enemy, Venom. Venom could shape-shift, use his suit to make special weapons, and even mimic Spider-Man's abilities. With his super strength and menacing fangs, Venom was extremely dangerous, and he loved to make havoc on New York City. Spider-Man swung onto the streets and fired his webs to stop Venom. I'm going to take all your powers, Venom snorted. Spider-Man fighting Venom. Life of a superhero kept his web slinger on his toes. Just as later, he surprised the looter who was trying to rob a bank. Twip, twip. Spider-Man shot a series of webs that pinned him down. Then Spider-Man safely returned the stolen money to the authorities. Spider-Man sticking into the wall. Spider-Man hoped the day would come when he would be freed from criminals and villains. Until then, he swung through the city on patrol, ready for his spider sense to alert him to danger, posed to jump in and help wherever he could. Spider-Man swinging through the streets. It wasn't easy leading a double life, but he knew he had been given powers for a reason. So as long as there were bad guys around, he had an important job to do. Peter Parker. Spider-Man. I'm going to find a picture of Spider-Man.